2018 Supreme S238. This boat comes in at 23 foot 8 inches, so there's tons of room on this thing. Color wise, we're working with a black hull, a 2 yellow hull stripe and platform, and then bright white down the main and interior deck. Gets you, really accentuates the long sweeping lines on this boat. We did 35% window tint up on the windshield. It's sitting with an octo tower in all black as well, with 2 pairs of Wet Sounds Rev 8 tower speakers and a set of rotating board racks. On the back, you're going to see our gator step platform and rear step and walkthrough. There's also the gator step traction on the deck all the way around the boat as well. The 211 and 238 and pretty much all the bigger boats have a new graphic for this year, with the getting rid of the vinyl, and a huge open bow on the 238 as well. So let's hop on the inside of here and see what we've got going on the interior. All right, on into the interior of the Supreme S238. Don't mind the hum. We've got the ballast tanks going here, getting them full for the running footage. But super spacious boat on the 238 on the interior. It's a really deep boat, so it's a nice, comfortable ride. You feel nice and secure inside of it. It's a dry ride, and just takes rough water really, really well with that deep V hull. As far as our vinyl colors go, we've got silver main all throughout, black seat piping and boxing, and then yellow texture vinyl accents as well. So if you see this vinyl there, got a little bit of a texture to it, and same thing with our normal vinyl on the interior as well. So stuff is super durable and it stays nice and cool in the sun. And then they've got the Gore-Tex Tenera thread in here as well. On the back, the platform is going to have gator step on the platform and the rear step of the boat. So we've got kind of a bench seat across the back with cup holders, and then a walk-through onto the interior as well. In the back, obviously you got quick fill ballast on the 238, quick surf, and then our plug and play bags that are filling up right now on the corners. So this thing's set up with about 2,700 pounds of ballast. And as you can hear, as I open that up, there's your pumps across the back. Behind our 6-liter motor. So this is a 409 horsepower 6-liter by PCM. There's an upgrade on this boat. It's going to be plenty of power for the 238 to get up and run fully weighted with a boatload of people. All the ballasts are on timers as well, so those are going to turn off automatically when they're full. Let's step on down into the interior, get a good look here. Again, super deep. Feel like you're down inside of this boat. On our starboard side behind the driver's seat, start out, you'll see a few cup holders, 238 logo, and our Wet Sound speakers. So there's 6 of those inside the boat, as well as a 10-inch subwoofer and your 4 Rev 8 tower speakers. Up under here is the 12-volt outlet, as well as the USB. So dual USBs right there. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Storage-wise, flip that up. Got a nice big storage area under this long bench here. We flip open our back center seat, key drive, and drain plug there. Port side, we flip this up and have more, basically an identical storage area. We've got the cover in there at the moment. It comes with a gray hang tight cover on the 238. So it's no self-supporting poles or poles needed. It hangs off the tower. Again, inlays are going to have our cup holders down the port side of the boat. If we move on up here, under our glove box is a nice huge storage area under here. This goes back pretty deep. It's kind of hard to tell how deep this is, but there's room for surfers, wakeboards, all that in here. Obviously we have the life jackets there, batteries, and our Wet Sounds amps mounted up on the side panel. This seat lifts out as well. Open up some space. I didn't mount it on here quite yet, but it does have a PTM mirror, panoramic mirror. Nice wide angle view, and has kind of a curved mirror as well. Thing flips down like so. I'm gonna take a step back. Forgot to go over the tower. So the Octo Tower in all black on here is going to have two pairs of Rev 8 tower speakers and a pair of rotating board racks. So plenty of sound coming out of those, with kind of the horn in the center right there, as you can see. And then the tower simply folds by releasing this lock here. So that's pretty easy. Tower folds forward on this thing. Tanks are full. Started those right at the beginning of the video, so that takes about 6 minutes, give or take, to fill those bags up all the way. Glove box is gonna have USB and auxiliary inputs for your Clarion stereo, and then again some 12-volt and USB chargers there. Spare keys for glove box and motor sitting in there at the moment. And that is a friction hinge on that that dash, or I'm sorry, on the glove box. Dash wise, speedo and tack on here. As far as analog gauges go, they are backlit in blue. And then rocker gauges or switches below the gauges for your horn, nav lights for nighttime, stereo, interior lighting. You see a light up front, a light in the back, and then you've got lighting up above all your cup holders in here as well. Turn the stereo off. Also on the right, some open accessory switches if you want to add anything, and then your bilge and your blower. On your screen, it's fully touch screen. You use the buttons on the right to navigate through the different menus. So right now we're on ballast. We'll take it to the home screen where you've got your fuel, RPMs, engine temp, voltage, depth, all that right there. If we hit that, you're gonna have your quick surf toggle on and off. We also have GPS speed control, so you can toggle that on and off with that. Set your speed with the arrows. Super simple. And again, your ballast. So bow tank, bow bag, plug and play rear, and then quick fill rear. So in this thing, you got 4 bags, each with their own pump, and then the quick fills that flood the, open the floodgates basically, and allow that water to just flood into the tank in the back. So, or the tanks in the back rather. So, simply tap down or up to activate those. So it's super easy. Your steering wheel is new for this year. And then we've got our stinger plate adjustment to the left. Also a new throttle handle. So a nice billet throttle. Our driver's seat, very comfortable, big seat with a flip-up bolster on it. If we go up into the front, you'll see a massive bow on this 238. Tons of space for seating up here. And then you also have a ballast bag. Again, the bow bag full at the moment. Sits right below there. Your storage into the under the glove box here can be accessed from the front of the boat. And then if we come around to the side, in front of the driver's helm, you've got the 10-inch Wet Sound sub in its own box mounted there. Can be quickly accessed if need. need be. Again, GPS speedometer, puck mounts up here in the front, and then a new windshield for 2018. It's like a frameless windshield that you again hides the frame on the outside. So this is glass from top to bottom. Gives it a really sleek look, and looks really nice on all the boats. There's window tint on here, as mentioned before. And then our caps on the ends here are a little different. That whole piece there is one piece, concealing the edges of the mirror, or not the mirror, the windshield there for you. So again, huge open space on the 238, coming in at 23 foot 8 inches. Again, room for the whole crew. So let's get on to the driving footage of this, fully ballasted.
Running video of the 2018 Supreme S238 with the 6-liter. Fully ballasted. Give us a call at N3 Boatworks, 317-845-9253.